PARSAD with Anchor Cow Brand Ghee, the only ghee that I use for making all of my Diwali sweets. To start this recipe, we're going to start by making the phag. We're going to add whole milk to a saucepan, evaporated milk, and if you have any media cream or Nestle cream, here is where you'd use it. And I'm going to go in with half a can of sweetened condensed milk. In goes cardamom, and of course all of your ingredients will be listed in the description box down below. Freshly grated nutmeg, 2 cinnamon sticks, and sugar. Now I used half a can of condensed milk and half a cup of sugar here. Feel free to sweeten this more if you want, but this is not going to be a very sweet PARSAD. Now for the ghee, just look how luscious this ghee is. It's perfect. So I'm going to be using 2 cups of ghee, and I'm going to be making 1 pound of PARSAD. So add in the 2 cups, and then we're going to place this on our stove to heat on a medium-low heat. In goes 3 cups of cream of wheat, and I'm going to just mix that into the ghee. To this, I'm also going to add in 1 cup of flour. Now if you wanted to do all cream of wheat or all flour, of course you can. When you make the 3-to-1 ratio here, you get more of the cream of wheat coming out. The flour is there to just act as a binder to hold the cream of wheat, because cream of wheat can be very grainy, and I personally don't like grainy PARSAD, so I always add some flour to help hold that cream of wheat. Now this is the first stage. This stage feels like heavy sand. This is when you're now starting to patch the flour mixture, and it'll go from that to this lighter stage, and you're going to keep mixing on low. Yes, it's a lot of stirring because you don't want this to burn. And this is the consistency you're going for, this light, runny, airy consistency. Now at this point you'd want to add in your ginger and your raisins, and if you wanted to add some almonds or peanuts in here also, you can, cherries, whatever you feel like. Give this a mix, and then crank your heat to high. You need that heat to be on high so it absorbs the milk when you pour it in. So I'm going to add in 1 cup of milk or phag at a time. Mix. Add another cup and mix. And I'm eventually going to be using out all of my phag. But if you're making this and your flour / cream of wheat mixture is really wet, you want to stop adding phag. But once you have your heat on high and you're mixing, it's going to be absorbed. And you want this to be a little more on the stickier side, because as this dries and it cools down, it will dry out, and you want a really nice moist PARSAD. And now to add the last bit of that milk. And mix. I promise you all, it will be absorbed. You see how it's looking really sticky here? Just keep mixing. You want to make sure there are no wet bits. And it's done. You see how it looks here? It looks like really moist. You can't even tell that it's cream of wheat because it's so moist and it's holding together. And you'll see when it's cooling down, you'll see how it starts to get greenier. Perfect, delicious PARSAD. And as I said, this is not a very sweet recipe. I will leave adjustments down below if you wanted it on the sweeter side. Look how perfect the PARSAD looks. I'd like to say a thank you to my sponsor, Anchor Cow Brand Pure Ghee, the only ghee to make sweets and everything puja related. Thank you all so much. Be sure to pick up your ghee at leading supermarkets in Trinidad and Tobago. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.